Hey Vikings Nation, buckle up because this is one of those moments that could define the entire future of the Minnesota Vikings. What if I told you that a bold, risky, and potentially franchise-altering move is on the table, and it involves one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the NFL? Yeah, we're talking about a move that could either take this team back to glory or raise some serious questions. The buzz is real, the speculation is heating up, and fans everywhere are trying to figure out what this really means. Is this the upgrade we've been waiting for? Or are we walking into a situation that could backfire? Stay with me because what we're about to break down might completely change how you see the Vikings heading into 2026. And trust me, there's one major concern that's starting to surface, and it's something you cannot ignore. Let's dive deep into this developing story. The Minnesota Vikings are reportedly preparing to open the 2026 NFL season with Kyler Murray as their starting quarterback. That's right, a massive shift at the most important position on the field. After everything we saw last season, this decision didn't come out of nowhere. J.J. McCarthy struggled to stay healthy, and when he did play, consistency just wasn't there. You could see flashes, sure, but this is a team that wants to compete now. The Vikings didn't want to wait around and hope things would click. They wanted answers. So the front office and coaching staff made a bold call. They looked outside and targeted a proven, dynamic playmaker. And that decision speaks volumes about where this franchise believes it is right now. But let's be clear, bringing in Kyler Murray doesn't automatically mean McCarthy is out of the picture. This isn't necessarily the end for him, but it does send a strong message. The Vikings are raising the standard. Head coach Kevin O'Connell is known for his offensive mind and attention to detail. If he's making a move like this, it's because he sees something he believes can elevate the team immediately. That's not something to take lightly. Still, this creates a fascinating dynamic. Are we looking at a short-term solution, or the beginning of a completely new era in Minnesota? Now let's talk about Kyler Murray himself, because this is where things get really interesting. When Murray is at his best, he's not just good, he's elite. We're talking about a player who has shown MVP-level flashes since entering the league. Drafted first overall in 2019, Murray came into the NFL with sky-high expectations, and at times he's absolutely lived up to them. His combination of speed, agility, and arm talent makes him one of the most dangerous dual-threat quarterbacks in the game. But here's the thing, consistency has always been the question mark. One week he looks unstoppable, the next, not so much. That unpredictability is both exciting and frustrating. And that's exactly why this move is being met with mixed reactions. On one hand, Vikings fans are thrilled about the upside. On the other, there's a lingering doubt, can he truly be the guy? Because talent has never been the issue with Murray. It's everything else that comes with it: durability, decision-making, and system fit. And speaking of fit, that's where the conversation takes a serious turn. A former NFL quarterback and current analyst raised a concern that's starting to gain traction. The argument: you're taking a very unique player and trying to plug him into a very specific system. That's not a small issue. It's actually one of the biggest factors that could determine whether this experiment succeeds or fails. The Vikings' offense under Kevin O'Connell has traditionally leaned toward structure, timing, and precision. It's built around a strong pocket presence and rhythm passing. Murray, on the other hand, thrives in chaos. He's at his best when plays break down, when he's improvising, when he's using his legs to create something out of nothing. So the question becomes, can he adapt? Or will the system need to adapt to him? Because if there's no alignment between player and scheme, even the most talented quarterback can struggle. We've seen it happen before across the league. Now imagine that scenario playing out in Minnesota. A high-powered offense with weapons ready to go, but a quarterback still trying to find his rhythm within the structure. That's a risk, a big one. At the same time, it's also an opportunity. If O'Connell can tweak the system and unlock Murray's full potential, this offense could become one of the most dangerous in the NFL. We're talking explosive plays, broken defenses, and highlight reel moments every single week. But again, it all comes down to execution. Talent alone won't win games, especially in a competitive conference. Let's take a closer look at Murray's career so far. The numbers tell a story that's both impressive and incomplete. Over 87 games, he's completed 67.1% of his passes. That's solid. He's thrown for over 20,000 yards, with 121 touchdowns and 60 interceptions. On the ground, that's where things get even more exciting. Over 3,100 rushing yards and 32 touchdowns. That dual-threat ability is rare. Defenses have to account for him on every single play. That alone changes how teams prepare. But here's the flip side, availability. Injuries have been a recurring issue. He played only 5 games last season and just 8 the year before that. And that's a major concern for the Vikings. You can't build around a quarterback who isn't on the field. Durability might be the single biggest factor in determining whether this move pays off. Because when Murray is healthy, he can take over games. He can carry an offense. He can be the difference maker. But if he's sidelined, everything falls apart. So now the Vikings are walking a tightrope. They're betting on talent, upside, and a fresh start. And sometimes that's exactly what a player needs. A new environment, a new system, a new opportunity to prove themselves. Minnesota could be that place for Murray. But it's not guaranteed. And that's what makes this story so compelling. It's not just about a quarterback change, it's about identity, direction, and risk. Are the Vikings making a genius move that will shock the league? Or are they stepping into a situation filled with uncertainty? That's what we're all trying to figure out right now. So let me ask you, Vikings fans, do you believe Kyler Murray is the right move for this team? Do you trust Kevin O'Connell to make this work? Or are you worried about the fit and the injury history? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. I want to hear from you. And if you're as fired up about the Minnesota Vikings as I am, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your fellow fans. Because this season, it's already shaping up to be one of the most fascinating in recent memory. Skol.